Welcome students, this is CXC May 2008 paper 2 question paper run through. The first question is as follows. Question 1a, section 1. You can use calculator and find out the value, exact value of 3.9 multiplied with 0.27 added with square root of 0.6724. Now foremost, what you have to do is you will have to multiply these two numbers. So step 1 would be consider 3.9 multiplied with 0.27. Now you are allowed to use calculator, so you can key in 3.9 and that is multiplied with 0.27. So what do you get? You get a value of 1.053. This is step 1. Now step 2, you consider square root of 0.6724. Now use your calculator. So square root of, now depending upon your calculator, you can either key in or you can start off with square root sign. So 0.6724, what do you get? You get a value of 0.82. So step 2 is done. So step 3 is going to be step 1 added with step 2, which is 1.053 added with 0.82. Now to this you can simply add 1.053 and what do you get? You get a value of 1.873. Okay, so that is the final solution. So not much of work of mathematics is involved except for knowing how to use the calculator. Okay, now let us move on to question number 2, or I would say section 2 of the first question. So this is section 2. Now in this question we are asked to express 1 over 2 negative 4 over 5 divided by 3 over 4 as a single fraction. So what I'm going to do is, step number 1, I would consider the numerator. So you have 1 over 2 negative 4 over 5. Now what is this? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 added with 1 is 5. That has to be divided by 2, followed by 4 over 5. Now what you have to do here is to take the LCM. The LCM is 2 and 5. 2 divides 2, you have got 5 there. So 5 is multiplied with 5, followed by 5 divides 5, you are left with 2. 2 is multiplied with 4, so 4 times 2. So what do you have here? 5 into 5, 25, 4 into 2, 18 divided by 5 times 2 is 10. You can either write it as 10 or you can simply place the numbers as 2 and 5. Now 25 negative 8, that's 17. Divided by 2 times 5 is 10. So this is for the numerator. Okay, so let me use this part of the space. Now what you have been given here in the denominator, 3 over 4. So what I would do over here is I would conclude the question. So therefore I will start here. Hence numerator over denominator is equal to, what have you got in the numerator? 17 over 10. What have we got in the denominator? 3 over 4. Now you flip it. When you flip, this is 17 over 10. When you flip, you get 4 over 3. Now 2 divides here 2 times, 2 divides here 5 times. So this is 2 multiplied with 17, that is 34. 5 multiplied with 3 would give you 15. Now this is the least we can reduce. Okay, So therefore you can simply state the solution to be as 34 over 15, and you can box this so that the examiner is well aware. So ensure that you are placing in all the steps without skipping anything. Now this is part B. It is given that the Canadian dollar, $1 Canadian is equal to 72.50 Jamaican dollar. Okay. Now the question says this: on vacation, let me write that down. In Canada, Mr. Steve used his credit card to buy a camera for Canadian dollar 250.00. Now we are asked to find the equivalent in Jamaican dollar. Now what does it state here? 1 Canadian is 72.50. You can state the solution like this: since 1 Canadian dollar is 72.50 Jamaican dollar, this means 250 Canadian dollar is equal to 250 multiplied with 72.50. So this entire thing is going to be Jamaican dollar. Now you can use your calculator, since calculator is allowed. So 250 multiplied with 72.50. So that is giving you a value of 18125 Jamaican dollar. So you can write here Jamaican dollar. So this is the solution. Okay, so I hope you are able to watch the solution. So let's move on. So this is the next question. It says that Mr. Steve's credit card limit is given to be as Jamaican 30,000. Now we are asked to find, after the purchase, how much Canadian dollar Mr. Steve has. Okay, so we have to find that. Now, so this is a solution. So what is the solution? Jamaican 18,124 has already been spent. Is already spent. So this means amount remaining in the card. What is the amount remaining in the card? 30,000 is a ceiling. So from 30,000 you take away 18,125. 30,000 you take away 18,125. So what do you got? You got 11,875. This is Jamaican dollar. Okay, so therefore amount in Canadian dollar. How are you going to find out? You take 11,875, you divide it by 7250. So this is divided by 72.50. So what do you get? You get 163.79 Canadian. Okay. So amount in Canadian dollar is 163.79. So you can box these values. So you can box this. Similarly, you can box this, so that the examiner is aware that you are actually systematically executing the solution to the question. So students,